was that like just now?
It was windy. You know, it's really fun. It's emotional being out here because I've had the pleasure of doing it so many times, and I've seen waves and generations of young athletes come into it, and it never ceases to be a pleasure. So to be among so many collegians who made it to this meet, and having watched them last week, I think I just felt so grateful to be a part of it all. So that's not that technical race, but that was a lot of what was going through my mind.
What were your expectations for today or for this round?
You know, the collegians are really sharp. They're really race ready. So I thought if I really leave it to the last 200, they've got a decade of youth on me now. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I was in it the entire way. So I'm proud of how I tactically ran it. And I just expected the kicks to be really fresh in everyone's legs. And I think that was true. I think it was a really good close today.
We have a question from Jonathan Galt here. Jenny, what are your thoughts on the Shelby Houlihan case? Do you believe the explanation she provided? And do you think she should have been allowed to compete today? Or yes, why did it say yesterday? Today.
I really appreciate the question. I think it's an important discussion, but ask me Monday evening when all of this is over. I have a really important job to do. So for now, I'm going to focus on just that.
What's next for you? What's your plan for the next round?
My plan for the next round is to advance. So how that comes about in the 1500 is always a really dynamic unfolding in the race. So for tomorrow, my primary focus is on recovering and being ready for anything, whether it's hard from the gun or a kick to the finish. And often at trials, when there's this much at stake, it's both.
Another question from Jonathan Galt. Jenny, was it important for you to get the heat win today? You seemed extra excited to get the win and flexed afterwards. What were you thinking in that moment?
My high school coach is here. And so 100% of all of that like extra energy. I mean, I've had incredible college coaches through the years. And so it's also for them too, but to think that my high school coach is still coming to Olympic trials in 2021, it just, honestly, the last little bit of that is like, I still want to put on a show for the person that was most dedicated to me when I was a nobody.
Thank you. If we have other questions from the media here, please raise your hand in the chat so you know you're still writing a question. Oh, here go another question from Jonathan Galt. Sorry. What was your high school coach's name, and have they come to previous trials?
Oh yeah, Jay Getty is his name, and his wife Kelly is here. He's an educator, and the whole world knows how valuable those people are now more than ever. And I really appreciate them. They take their vacation to come here every 4 years. And I was laughing today because I was explaining to my husband and my college coach, I'm sure when he told me in 2008 that he would always be at the Olympic trials when I was there, he didn't imagine that would be a 16, 20-year commitment. So they're still coming, still using their vacation and their savings to come and watch me. So yeah, Jay and Kelly Getty, they're precious to me.
Thank you. And again, if anyone else in the media has any more questions, please raise your hand in the chat so we can see you. Question from Ayaka O. You had to wait an extra year for trial. How did you manage the battle mentally and physically?
For me, it was all about just keep going. It was hard. It was really hard. I think people are here, and it kind of feels like even the buildup in the last few weeks wasn't exactly familiar. So it's been a real challenge to get here and feel really prepared. But the strategy I took, knowing a year ago that this was going to be a long wait, was don't think about any one date on the calendar. Just keep going. Do the next workout well, do the next long run well, and it'll eventually get here.
Thank you. Any more questions from the media before we wrap this up? We do have one more question coming in here. Do you have any takeaways or any lessons learned today?
I always learn something about myself when I run. Every run, every practice, every race. Today, I think it was really I think I come across as really happy because you guys always see me after the race is over, but I do get nervous just like everyone else. And I do wonder if I've tried to do this too long. And I do wonder if all the people supporting me are tired of it. So today, I think what I learned, the most important thing was that I still have a deep, deep well of joy for this, and that I'm definitely doing it as the right thing to be doing. Okay, thank you all of you for being here. Thanks for doing your job. I know this is a weird way to be seeing each other, but thanks. Keep pressing forward, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.